I am shook. I am distraught. I am in shock. I am still trying to process what has happened. So to give you a bit of a rundown on what happened, I was scrolling through Instagram. I happened to see AJ Griffin, who is a Duke commit, in my opinion, the second best player in the 2021 recruiting class. I was going through stories, his happened to pop up. I was going through it, and then I see that he had sued something that was posted by Paolo Banchero. I actually didn't read it at first, so I click on it. And I click on this, and Paolo Banchero announces that he's going to be playing at Duke next year. And it took me in for a shock. Like, I did not see this one coming at all. If you don't know, I think Paolo Banchero is the best prospect in high school basketball, and that is regardless of class. I think he has everything you need. I made a whole video talking about it. You can go check that out. But what I didn't know was that Duke was going to be the team he ended up on. When we were looking at his recruiting, it was looking like teams like Washington and Kentucky. Those are the big ones. Tennessee made a push late as well, because when they got Candy Chandler and things like that. But we didn't see this coming. It's honestly like Zion Williamson's commitment, where we kind of expected Zion to go to like a Clemson or a school like that, but he ends up at Duke. Like, Duke really wasn't seen as a big option to land Banchero. It was on his final list for the final 12 schools, but again, almost every kid that's as good as him will have a school like Duke on there. But I totally expected him to either end up at Washington, Kentucky, or Tennessee, and he's at Duke. Now, what does this mean? Well, that means that, in my opinion, Duke just got the two best players in high school basketball right now, at least in the senior class. Duke just got those two guys. That is unfair. No, this isn't the first time Duke has done this. You know, we do know about RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson, Marvin Bagley, Wendell Carter Jr. They've gotten that before. But they got two guys that I think are in a pretty neck-and-neck race for the number one spot. You don't see that very often. Two guys who, you know, both easily could be the number one pick in 2022 NBA draft that decide to play together. You don't really see that a lot. But how do they fit? I think they fit well. You know, AJ Griffin's a shot creator. Paolo Banchero is a very unselfish player, in my opinion. He doesn't really struggle with tunnel vision like a lot of players do. So it should be a good fit there. I think it will be very similar to how I would think Cam Reddish and Zion Williamson would fit without RJ Barrett. I think that's how they would fit together. I'm excited to see this duo. Again, I did not see this one coming at all. And you know, I was just preparing for the live stream I'm going to be doing at 6:30, so at the time of this recording, that will be about in an hour and 15 minutes, I will be going live. And you know, it just came up. I'm like, whoa, what is this? Totally did not expect that. Now, when we look at the outlook on this for the rest of the class, now, this may sound crazy, but there's still a chance that they can get another top guy, because Duke is currently the favorite to land Patrick Baldwin Jr., who in my opinion is the fourth best player in the 2021 recruiting class, and easily has the best shooting form I've ever seen. So if they land him, it's curtains for the ACC. Like, they're gonna win the ACC. Like, it's not really up for debate. You know, other than that though, it doesn't look like they might get anyone else other than when it comes to top guys, but they can still have other guys that are out there. JD Davidson is someone that I think could commit to Duke. You know, you got a guy like Trevor Keels, who I think will go to Duke because you know, he played with Jeremy Roach, who went to Duke. You know, but this is really adding on though to what Duke has been doing really since, you know, 2014, getting these top guys. Like 2013 recruiting class, actually going into 2014, they got Jabari Parker, and then, you know, and then 2014 they get Jahlil Okafor. 2015 they get Brandon Ingram. 2016 they land Jason Tatum and Harry Giles. 2017 they land Marvin Bagley III, Trayvon Duval, Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Trent Jr. They land those guys. And in 2018 they get Trey Jones, they get Zion Williamson, obviously the biggest name there. Cam Reddish was a top 3 guy. RJ Barrett was considered the best player in the country. They got those guys. This past year, it was a bit like not as good as those previous years as far as prospects go, because I don't think there's a lottery talent that will be drafted. But they did still get good guys. Vernon Carey Jr. is going to be a first round pick. Cassius Stanley Jr. is a late first, early second kind of guy for me. Wendell Moore, who's going to be coming back for his sophomore year, could be a first round pick in 2021. So, they got good guys there. And then this year going into 2020, they get Jalen Johnson, they get Jeremy Rhodes, DJ Stewart, they get guys like that. And then this year, they get, in my opinion, the 2 best players in high school basketball. So, Duke's doing something special. I think they've overtaken Kentucky as the powerhouse for one-and-done players. But with that being said, I'll see you guys tonight in about, let me see, an hour and 13 minutes now for the live stream. Be sure to be there. I'll have some friends probably there as well to talk it up. And we're going to go, we're going to react, we're going to answer questions, we're going to react to the lottery, and then we'll probably talk more basketball after then. But as far as I'm concerned, that's all I got to say. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. It means so much to me, guys. You guys don't understand. But again, thank you. Like and subscribe if you're new. Feel free to leave feedback in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.